Hello, everyone. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be our Soul Weather Weekly Forecast. I pulled one oracle card, we get an emoji card, and then we pull some tarot with some clarification for that tarot, and we see what wants to come out this week, what the universe wants to talk to us as the general collective about. So I think this card came out last week, and I was seeing it a lot. Not only in the September readings overviews that I did, but also in the weekly all signs that I did as well last week. This card just seems to keep coming up over and over again, which is really, really interesting. I really feel like it speaks to, I think it really speaks to like us just as a collective, because this is a collective read, and as a collective that we're healing past traumas and we're healing a lot of those past wounds. And I think as a collective that we're gaining new insight and we're gaining new wisdom, and we're learning and growing as a collective, as a general collective, because that's what this reading is aimed for. I also feel like there's new growth, like, new around this, like, almost like a sense of that Empress energy, like that the feminine energy is rising at this time, like that it might be a almost at an all-time high. I think that it's really, let's go ahead. That one wanted to come out, so we'll go ahead and take that one. So and I think people are starting to come into more alignment with their authentic selves. I think, this time, the last few years has been really an awakening period for many, many people in the collective. And they started seeing, what things in their lives were holding them back and keeping them from being happy. And I think that we've started wanting to make those changes to make ourselves happier in our lives. I think that we're getting to this point where we no longer want to tolerate things that no longer serve us, and I think that's why, on social media and the news, we're seeing all these clashes, all this anger and hostility that is rising, because I think people are just tired of the way things have been, and they're ready for change. They're ready for new. Oh my gosh, okay, that's a little bit too much there. Little bit too many cards there. I usually take them if they jump out, but that was quite a few. So let's go ahead and we're trying to get our 3 cards here for the reading. But I really feel like that's the theme of the message. So we have the 10 of Wands. That's that, that's what I said, being oppressed, feeling like you've been oppressed in your life, that you've been burdened, that you've been carrying, you've been doing things that you just do not serve you, that do not make you happy, that don't serve your highest good. And I really am feeling like, we're wanting to seek our happily ever after. We're wanting to go after what we daydream about, what we wish for, what we long for. This is what I really get is that, that longing for a certain type of life, a certain way of being that we have been oppressed and we haven't been able to attain because of the way society is. And this is talking about, with that Emperor card, wanting to really stand up for what we want in this lifetime, for what makes us happy, what we really, really want. Being ready, the Emperor is somebody that can stand up and take action. They're the boss. The Emperor is somebody that, is somebody that basically declares the law, declares what the way things will be. He makes the decisions, and his word is final. And I think that's kind of where we are, is like, we've made this decision of what we want in our lives, and what we really want, and we're tired of anything that makes us feel burdened and oppressed and weighed down and not, that keeps us from being happy. And we're willing to put in the work. I feel like, to me, these are almost the same card. The Page of Pentacles is like a card of wanting to learn something new, of putting the time and effort into something new, wanting to learn, because pages are children. There's somebody that doesn't understand everything and is willing to, the Page of Pentacles is willing to put in the time and energy into that pursuit. And I'm really feeling that's like almost the same card. I get that same feeling off of this card, and that these two kind of feel like they're tied together. And it's funny how you have, this person, and you have the aggress, which, and here he has this peacock, and the peacock is looking at him, and the aggress is looking at her. I just keep getting the same similar vibe off of those cards. And so then we have, let's go ahead and pull these down so maybe we can see it a little bit better. But then we have the Seven of Wands, and this is standing up and fighting for what we want. We're willing to do that now, because we're no longer wanting to be burdened. We're no longer wanting to be stressed at all. In this lifetime, we realize that life is too short not to be happy. And we're tired of the way things are as a society. I think we're all ready to grow and change and do something different than the way things have been done. I'm really feeling this, especially, in the workplace. And I think employers are beginning to realize that they can't treat their employees the same way that they have in the past, especially on the backside of COVID, that too many people, during this time period of COVID has been a great reflection period. It's given people time to really look at what they want in their lives, and people are starting to embrace that. And employers are realizing that they can't do things the way that they used to. They can't treat their employees the way they used to treat them, because that's just not going to work anymore. People aren't going to tolerate that anymore. And this is, that's why I said this is getting back to those happier times, bringing, a more fulfilling life. I think in these two cards, this really, the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups says everything. This is it, really, those two cards together embody total fulfillment, because this talks about security, stability, abundance, but being able to be happy, and content, and have a life that is carefree and fun and joyful, how you felt as if you were a child, but being able to do that in a way that, is responsible and still provides us that abundance that we're looking for to take care of ourselves and provide for ourselves. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's go ahead and clarify this Emperor card. What do we have to clarify this Emperor card, please? So the Lovers, and I really feel like this is choosing ourself. The Lovers can be the traditional meaning of the Lovers is a choice. It's not always about romance. And in this context, I really feel like this is choosing ourselves. We're choosing ourselves, and we're choosing to do what makes us happy. I look at that and I said happy, and I felt that, and then the sun comes out. Oh my gosh, I love when the tarot cards do that. I mean, it just reinforces it. Just for me, it's a clarification that what I'm saying is on point and on target, because the universe is picking up, is basically, saying, yeah, you're on track, and that's what we're trying to get to when a reader can predict the cards before they come out, because they can read the energy or the vibe of the message, or get the, know that they're getting the correct message. The cards just backs them up, which is beautiful. And I love when that happens, because it lets me know, not only you as the reader, but it also confirms and lets me know that I'm right on track and right on target with this reading. And I just realized you can't see all those cards. So let's go ahead and get them in the view to make sure that you can see that that sun card there, because it is a beautiful card, very beautiful card. I love the sun card. I actually do just love this gilded tarot deck. I love it quite a bit. I love the imagery on it. It really speaks to me quite well. So that's what I have for you this week for our soul weather forecast. I hope that you enjoyed this message, and if you did, hit that like button down below. Also, if you hit the like button, it shares your energy with me, and I can pick up on it for future readings in this reading and a few other readings that I do throughout the week and each month. So also I would love to have you hit that subscribe button if you're moved to do so, and become part of my tribe here and join me. As I said, as I do these readings, I'd love to have you as part of my group here. I'd love to see my tribe grow. I also am going to start, I'm past over the halfway point. So I will say that when I hit 100 subscribers, I am going to do a free giveaway for a one tarot deck. I'm going to give away one tarot deck to my subscribers when I hit 100 subscribers. So stay tuned for that. I thank you so much if you watched this reading and watched it to the end. I appreciate you greatly. I wish you the very, very best. Joy, love, and light.